sometimes people paint a real good picture to get you in the door. And then when you get in the door, you realize that ain't really how it's going down. But from the day I stepped in, which was, I just hit a year last week.
Nice.
From the day I stepped in to now, man, it's the same love, it's the same camaraderie. I ain't feel like I was bamboozled. It's what I thought it was gonna be, and it's still rocking strong.
Welcome to the Your Peak Life podcast. Let's conquer the summit of life and reach the apex of our potential.
All right, so we're here with Your Peak Life podcast. We got a special guest. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Dean.
All right, y'all. Dean Rolle, realtor, Hampton Roads area. I'm 33 years old, born in Brooklyn, New York. Moved to Hampton Roads when I was 5 years old. Been in Chesapeake since then. Camelot representative, as they say. Graduated from Dean Creek High School. Graduated from ODU, my bachelor's in criminal justice. Prior background of a juvenile probation officer. I've also been a reentry case manager for the Office of the Attorney General. And now I'm a real estate agent. I've been a real estate agent since 2019, so going on about 4 years. And I also am an energy consultant. I'm that 1% of real estate agents who actually like solar panels. So that's me.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's a long resume.
Short to me.
And one of the dopest dudes I know.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that.
You know, you're part of that real estate circle that's become one of my boys.
Appreciate
we talk
that,
on a regular
man.
basis, so I appreciate you.
I knew we was gonna be tight, man, when you walked in with those. Y'all appreciate the heat on this bad feet right here.
Look, the
That's
sneaker
off the
game.
subject.
Yeah. No, but so is this your first brokerage?
Nah, this is actually my third brokerage, man. So 2019, I decided to, take the real estate exam, pass first time. And I joined another brokerage. Honestly, great brokerage. Nothing negative to say about them. They offer really great training. They started my my career on the right path. Of course, it's a reason I'm not there because I'm definitely here. And I think the only main reason I can attest to is during that time in my career, I started growing tremendously, real estate and solar. And that particular firm was more of a local brokerage. Like, they didn't have branches. It was just here. And they were very, very competitive here. But my solar side of things brought me all around the state of Virginia. So I assumed that it would be more beneficial for me to join a firm that had a little bit more of a wider reach.
Okay.
Because I was a little bit everywhere at the time. And that was the main reason why I left that firm. So after that, I go to another firm, which was basically cloud-based. It's a lot of cloud-based firms popping up now. Mm-hmm. And it was really easy for me to do my transactions no matter where I was at. And it was cool and all. But the only thing that firm was missing was there was no form of camaraderie. Like, I was there for a year and a half. I actually never physically met my broker.
Wow.
We only communicated through text. I couldn't tell you how tall he was. I know his name, but I couldn't tell you how tall he was. I never saw him. And I got to a point in my career when I came back and was primarily in Hampton Roads full time again. And I said, if I really want to grow this legacy, I need feet on ground. I need people around me push me to be the best. And during that time, man, I ain't gonna lie, man, I was on Facebook and Iron Valley was all over my timeline, bro. So I definitely noticed it from afar. A couple of key players. Shout out to my boy Andy.
Andy Nelson.
Shout out to Andy Nelson. Andy reached out, tried to link up one time, and I didn't have the time. And then one time I did have the time, I actually reached out to him. And me, him, and Mike Little had a conversation, and that's the beginning of what you see now.
Got you. So ultimately what led you here was the presence.
Yes.
And through that presence, now, what would you say is keeping you here?
That presence still there, bro. Sometimes people paint a real good picture to get you in the door. And then when you get in the door, you realize that ain't really how it's going down. But from the day I stepped in, which was, I just hit a year last week.
Nice.
From the day I stepped in to now, man, it's the same love. It's the same camaraderie. I ain't feel like I was bamboozled. It's what I thought it was going to be. And it's still rocking strong.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So where is Dean Rolle 5 years from now?
Dean Rolle 5 years from now, most influential realtor on the planet.
Okay. I like it.
I'm setting it that high.
Okay.
I think I'm a real good role model for the younger people who really don't know what they want to do when they get older. Like, I'm from out the way, so from where I'm from, you either like playing sports or you just a bum for the most part.
Barbers.
You know what I'm saying? Like you
That's
just
a good,
you just
you know,
you just doing something that
entrepreneur.
yeah. But a lot of people, like, again, from where I'm from, like they know what the word entrepreneur means, but they really don't know the magnitude of what you actually could be. So I kind of just want to be that face for the people from where I'm from that, hey, I'm a realtor. Okay, I sell houses. All realtors sell houses, but it's a lot more things that you can do. I got to shout out my YouTube channel, Rolle Estate. If y'all get a chance, hit the subscribe button on that. It's just me on camera talking about real estate, doing what I do, plus a Hellcat red eye. But that's a little bit off the subject, but that's what I do. It's just me having fun.
When we talk about living your peak life, right? What does that mean to you? And paint us a picture of what your peak life is.
My peak life, honestly, is probably the purest form of happiness you can have, man. And happiness is going to be defined by whatever you really want it to be. It could be financial, it could be emotional, it could be mental. That's what it means to be. Just being on top of your game, like nobody else's, just your game. As far as career-wise, I think I'm on top of where I can be. It's a lot of great firms out there. To me, I feel this, and I genuinely feel this, man. I think Iron Valley is the best place. And I'm speaking for Hampton Roads, so that's all I know. But I think Iron Valley is the best place to be right now, man, for a lot of particular reasons. Mentally, I got my wife as my support system. I got 3 loving kids at home. I got it kind of how I want it, So I think I'm on top of that game too. And then just personal. I mean, like my mental, I feel like I'm in a good place, man. I go to sleep, I wake up, and I'm not stressing about the little things, man. Like it's a lot of, and I've identified it's a lot of people out there that got it worse than me, and I identify that and I move forward with that. And I think, like I said, living your peak life is just an encompass of all that. Just being on top of your game.
Top of your game in all aspects of life.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree with you, Dean. So I kind of want to end this with what words would you give to someone who is new in not only real estate but in any industry or any profession? What words would you give them as what you would feel or what you would wish someone would have had told you?
The best advice I got for somebody is to try and identify what you're the best at, no matter how big or how small it may be, because I think that's what makes you you. And when you capitalize on identifying what that is and you master it, you turn it into something that it wasn't once before. So just, again, like in a real estate perspective, we all sell houses. I sell houses, you sell houses. Everybody in this building sell houses, right? But there is no Dean, in my opinion. I'm not saying that to be cocky, but there is no Dean. I just do things a certain way that's identifiable by everybody else. So when you figure out what that thing is, push through that.
But Dean, it was a pleasure having you. Keep doing your thing.
Hey, I appreciate it, man. Like, and all jokes aside, man, y'all got it looking nice in here, man.
I appreciate it,
Am I the first
man.
one? Am I the first person?
No, you're number 3.
It's cool. I'll take number 3. AI,
No, you're number
shout out
3.
AI, Bubba Chuck, 757 again. But
Yeah.
hey, appreciate y'all having me, man.